Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Ganana Tva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashunvanno Divisi Dasadanam Mahaganapataye Namaha Prano Devi Saraswati Vajabhirvajinivati Dhinama Vitriyavatu Vagdevyai Namaha Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahi Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Om Namah Pranavartaya Shuddhajnanaikamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Stapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Jananim saradam devim Ramakrishnam jagadgurum Padapadme tayo sritva pranamami muhurmuhu. Namah Shriyati Rajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukaswarupaya Swamine Tapaharine Rime Gurubhih Purvam Padavakya Pramanataha Vyakhyata Sarva Vedantaha Anityam Pranatosmaham Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badharayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahma Nidhaye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. In gaining spiritual knowledge, one of the greatest obstacles is distraction. Naturally, the mind is distracted by various things, by responsibilities, relationships, objects of sensory pleasures, goals. Like that, every moment, not only the mind, body also is always distracted. That is why body cannot be still continuously for some hours. If you sit, it will ask you to stand. If you stand, it will ask you to walk. If you walk, it will ask you to sit. So, human being's body itself is not accustomed to do the same thing. So, they call it physical restlessness. Some people who are sitting itself, they will be shaking hand, scratching their head. So, these are all the sign of distraction. Why? Mind is restless, mind is distracted. So, getting away from this distraction is called Chitta Ekagrata. Chitta Ekagrata. One of the important qualifications required for a Jignasuhu, a seeker after knowledge about the self, this Chitta Ekagrata. In previous topics, we saw how to get rid of Chitta Malam, Kama Krodhadi, impurities of the mind. How to get rid of Ragadvesha. How to get rid of Indriya loluktva. But here, the Shastra prescribes, having gained Shraddha in the scriptural revelation, the natural consequence will be, for that seeker, is Chitta Samaadhaanam. Shama, Dama, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samaadhaanam. Shama is bringing back the mind from the sensory pleasures, sensory objects, from the attachment towards the sensory pleasures and sensory objects. Dhamma is engaging them in the spiritual pursuit, withdrawing from sensory pursuits. Uparama is repeated assertion, commitment to this spiritual goal. Then Titiksha. In that process, whatever dvandvas torment us, we have to withstand that dvandvas. We have to accept the failures. We have to accept the modifications, external world, inside world. How is it possible? By having one quality called Shraddha in the scriptures. So all these struggles are over now. The seeker is now naturally settled with his goal. Settling with his goal, absorption in his goal is called Chitta Samaadhaanam. So he is established in the goal. Up to Uparama, what is the struggle? One part of the mind says, no, I want spirituality. Another part of the mind says, we had nice things, sensory pleasures. Why can't we have once more? So there is a struggle in bringing back the mind towards the spiritual goal, in bringing back the sensory organs. So it is a continuous struggle. After a long practice of Shama and Dhamma, the person settles with Samaadhaanam. So spiritual goal is unshakable for him. Samaadhaanam is equal to Lakshye Brahmani Chitta Aikagriyam. Attaining Atmajnanam is the goal. In that goal, he doesn't have any distraction. So naturally his mind and thought process and all activities, day-to-day activities are directed towards this one goal. Bhagavan himself prescribes this. Yet karoshi, yet ashnasi, yet juhoshi, dadasi yate. Yet tapasyasi kaunteya, tat kurushva mad arpanam. Whatever you do, all should have direction towards this one goal of gaining the spiritual knowledge. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mameva yeshyasi satyante pradijane priyosimi. Same assurance he gives in the 9th chapter also. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mameva eshyasi yuktva evam atmanam matparayanaha. Atmanam matparayanaha yuktva mameva eshyasi. So Bhagavan prescribes this mental condition for the spiritual seeker who is interested in gaining spiritual knowledge. So all our day-to-day activities, every thought process should pass this test. Is it a necessity for me, and is it going to help me in my goal? Generally, human mind is very peculiar. It will set a goal, but it will do just opposite to that. Always. It will set a goal, do just opposite. It will set alarm, 4 o'clock. What it will do? Just opposite. Why? Because inner mind is not yet convinced. Buddhi says this is the goal, but emotional personality doesn't accept. That contradiction, dichotomy, split personality has to be unified. Man mukh ek karo, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna used to say. Man mukh ek karo. Arjavam it is called. One personality, what I am is one. So this is possible only when the mind gets Samaadhaanam. This is my life. This is for what my life is. Generally, human mind is changing the goal is very natural. From childhood onwards. If you ask a child, what do you want to become? Doctor, engineer. Then slowly everything will go. Then understanding one's own capacity, they will settle with somehow or the other, if I get one job, that is enough. So this mind has to be established in this spiritual pursuit. Brahmani chitta ekagra. The word Brahma has many meanings. One meaning is Ishwaraha. Brahma is equal to Ishwaraha. Saguna Ishwaraha, Nirguna Ishwaraha. Since the devotee doesn't know, the seeker doesn't know Nirgunatvam of the Ishwara, naturally here the meaning of Brahman is Saguna Ishwara. Then another meaning of Brahman is Pranava Mantram. Pranava Mantram also is called Omkara, also is called Brahman. Another meaning is, very Shastram itself is called Shabda Brahman. So Brahmani Chitta Ekagriya means either your mind is engaged in Shastra Brahman or Saguna Ishwara Brahman or Omkara Brahman. Your mind is either engaged in Swadhyaya, Shastra Swadhyaya, or Satsanga, or Ishvara Guna Dhyana, or Shivajnane Jiva Seva, because Ishvara is not in a particular form only, he is in particular form also, in all form also. When you close your eyes, he is available as your Ishta Devata. When you open your eyes, he is available as Virat. Isha Vasyam Idagam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Jagat. So entire creation is his own form. So when you open your eyes, so serve the same Lord with this attitude. So Shivajnane Jiva Seva, or you hold on to Shabda Brahman, Omkara, or Ishvara Nama Japam, Nama Sankirtana. So his day-to-day life will be full of these activities. He doesn't have time for any other talk, any other entertainment, any other pursuit at all. Because his mind is settled. Yadate moha kalilam buddhihi veditarishyasi tadagandasi nirvedam shrotavyasya shrutasya cha shruti vipratipannate yathasthasthasi nischala samadha vachala buddhihi tada yogam avapsi. Buddhihi achala stasyati. Samadhau achala stasyati. Understood? The same Samaadhaanam is talked there by Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Yada, when after getting lot of beatings, after failures, repeated failures makes him to stand on his legs strong with his goal. Like a child falls down repeatedly before standing firm. Because child is like this only. It cannot stand erect. But one day it stands like this. So that condition is called Samaadhaanam. So entire mind, entire lifetime, entire day-to-day activities, all the three. Mind, activities and time. are spent only with this. So what will happen to our food? You should not ask. This seeker has crossed all these worries. Understood? He knows that. Ananya chintayanto mam yejana paryupasate tesham nitya abhiyuktanam yogakshemam vaham. Bhagavan takes care of this physical existence. I need not bother about anything. He is 90% sannyasi. If he has not taken Vividisha sannyasa, even though he stays in the household duties with all responsibilities, as far as his maturity is concerned, his mind is 90% sannyasa. What about the 10%? 10% is that mumukshutvam. Understood? Which we'll see in the next class. That mumukshutvam makes his mind as sannyasa mind. About this mind, Bhagavatam beautifully explains through various personalities. One personality, very unnatural but unique personality, Asura gets this maturity. An Asura is hankering for spiritual knowledge. Generally, devotees of the Lord hanker for spiritual knowledge we come across. Like Prahlada Swami, like Gopikas. But an Asura, very unnatural. That Asura's name is Vritrasura. He has to fight with Indra. Very birth is to fight Indra. Because he is not born out of womb. He was born out of Yaga Agni. So Asura comes, as even he comes from the Yaga Agni, he was asked by his father to go and kill Indra. So he has to go fight. But before fighting, Vritrasura says, wait, I will pray and fight. What you will pray? Arey, this is fighting time. You cannot pray now. No, I will pray, then only I will fight. What is his prayer? It is a beautiful prayer which brings out the idea called the Samaadhaanam. Aham harer tava padaika moola dasanudaso bhavitasmi bhuyaha manasmareta asupate gunamste grinida vakarma karotu kayaha. Beautiful prayer it is. Hey Hare, let me become your dasanudasaha. Let me become your devotee. Let my mind always remembers your beautiful glories. Te gunan manaha smareta. Generally, normal person's mind remembers what? Either his gunan or others apagunan, or about his past or future, anxious. Here, the Asura says, those things are all over, Bhagavan. I want to remember you. Te gunan manahas smareta, walk te gunan grinita. Instead of gossiping, instead of talking nonsense, let me talk about your glory. Kayaha te karma karot. Let my body serve you. Trikarana bhakti, they call it. Tan means body, man means mind, vak. So, desire to be a spiritual aspirant has come in my mind. Therefore, Bhagavan, I am surrendering all my three karanas to you in your service. My mind will remember you always. My walk will talk about you always. My body will serve your devotees and you always. Do you want any awards? Because many people have done tapasya like this. Ravaneshwaraha, Hiranyakashipu, they also did tapasya. Their walk chanted the same mantra. Their body stood in firm in one leg. Their mind meditated on one form of the Lord. So they also did tapasya. But for what? For so many awards. So he remembers those awards and says, I don't want any of them. Na naka prishtam, na cha parameshtyam, na sarvabhaumam, na rasadhipatyam, na yoga siddhim, apunarbhavam va, samanjasatvam virahayya kankshe. Na naka prishtam, I don't want Indra Padavi. Nakasya prishtaha. Indrasane, the snake is there. So on the snake he is sitting, it seems. So Naka Prishtam means Indra Padavi. Na Naka Prishtam. Naja Parameshtyam, not Brahmaji's post. Na Sarvabhaumam, not the emperorhood of the world. Na Rasadhipatyam, not the Adhipatya towards the Athala Sutala, Patala, Rasathala is there, na? Adhipatya. I don't want. Do you want Ashtamaha Siddhi? Anima, Lagima, Upuma? No, na Yoga Siddhi. Do you want Vaikunta? Na Apunarbhavam va. Then what do you want? Samanjasatva virahayya kamshi. I want to join with you, he says. I want to join with you. That is why I asked, do you want Vaikunta Prapti? No. I don't want even Vaikunta. Many devotees express this idea. I don't want Vaikunta. I don't want Swarga, many devotees expressed. Many devotees expressed even Vaikunta I don't want. Pachema, Malaipol Meni, Pavadavai, Kamalachengan, Achuta, Amarare, Ayardam Korunde, Yernum, Ichuvai Tavira, Yanpoi, Indra Logamal, Machuvai Perinum, Vende, Arangama, Nagarulani. I don't want. What you don't want? Vaikunta, Salokya, Sarupya, Sayujya, Sarshti. These are all keeping me as a separate individual from you, but near to you. But that I don't want. Then what do you want? Samanjasatvam virahayya kankshe. I want to be one with you. So now the question is, what is separating us from the Lord? Bhagavan asks, Are Vritrasura, what separates you from me? I am Sarvagataha. I am available everywhere. I am Antaryami also. Now you are telling you want to join me. To join, you should be away from me. If I am Sarvagataha, you cannot be away from me. If I am Antaryami, you cannot be away from me. Then why you want to join? So what makes us to be separated from the Lord? That is the question. This Vritrasura says, yes, you are Sarvagataha, Antaryami, still I am separated. It is like telling space is everywhere, but I am still separate from the space. So that's why people who go to space station, what they call, we went to space. Are where you are? From where you went? From space only you went. Where you went? To space. How is it possible? There cannot be two spaces. That means what? There is no actual separation, but there is a separation in our notion. That is what always Vedanta Shastram says, the separation from Purnatvam, separation from Akhandatvam, separation from Sarva Praptihi is not a reality, it is notional. Samsara is notional. Samsara is means what? Separation. Separation from Purnatvam, separation from Anandaha, separation from Akhandatvam. All these are all names, different names for Ishvara only. Different names for Bhagavan only. Ananda Atma. So Atma is equal to Anandaha. Akhanda Atma. So Atma is equal to Akhandaha. Atma is equal to Sarvagataha. But still, human mind thinks that we are separated. And the very seeking is the sign for separation. Why you want to get me? Means what? You are concluded that you are separate. Here Vritrasura says, yes, my Lord. Even though I can never be separated from you, still I am always separated from you. How is it? What to do? My ignorance. Due to my ignorance, I feel always I am separated from you. Therefore only I want to join with you means I want to get rid of this ignorance, self-ignorance. He is a seeker. He is not a seeker of awards. He is a seeker of knowledge. You got the point? Here Bhagavan says, I will give you Nakaprishtam, Indra Padavi. Don't worry. You can now, just now you are going to fight Indra. You can finish him off. I will bless you. Because in the previous Janma, you are my greatest devotee. You were Chitraketu. I blessed you with flight. While flying on the Kailasha, you happen to comment something about Shiva and Parvati Devi. So Parvati Devi gave some shapa, therefore only your birth. Now you can get rid of that shapa and gain this Indra Padavi. Vritrasura says, no, don't distract me. Already I got all nonsense. In the previous Janma itself I should have asked this, but suddenly you showed your flight, I was carried away by that flight. In the previous Janma he was Chitraketu, Gandharva. But very great devotee of the Lord. He gained almost 90% of Vairagyam Vivekam. Suddenly the flight has come, gone. Then his music troupe also was given. Divine ladies with their music instruments. Same thing was offered to Nachiketa Swami. He told, keep it with you, I don't want. Shobhava Matyasya Yadantakaitit Sarvendriyanam Jarayanti Tejaha Abhi Sarvam Jeevitam Alpameva Tavaiva Vaha Tavanrityakit. Keep your flight and vahanas and your musical troupe. I don't want. Who told? Nachiketas told. But this Vritrasura in his previous Janma accepted. Yes, thank you my Lord, he accepted. For that only now he is Asura. So now I am not going to get distracted. Now Nakaprishtam, I don't want even Brahma Padavi. These are all nonsense. When I don't want Prime Minister post, you are giving me local Panchayat leader post. I don't want all this. So Samanjasatvam Virahaya. I am eagerly waiting to join you. That means, what is separating? This ignorance. That is why Advaitin always say, samsara is mithya. It is notional. There is no possibility of samsara. Everybody laughs at him. You can never be away from the Lord. You open your eyes, what you see is Lord. You close your eyes, what you see is Lord inside your heart. You breathe, Bhagavan alone breathes. You eat, Bhagavan alone eats. Matta paradaram nanyadu kinjidasti dhananjaya. Other than me, there is no second entity. When Bhagavan says, you don't try to understand what he says. If you understand, you will not have that feeling of separation from him. That's why Advaitin repeatedly says, samsara is notional. Therefore only knowledge is the solution. You understand? If samsara is real, if pains are real, then knowledge cannot be a solution. Because knowledge cannot remove any real problem. Understood? You are hungry. Hunger is real from the standpoint of waker's body. So you sit in meditation and say, I don't have hunger, I don't have hunger, I don't have. No, your hunger will not go. But the same hunger is experienced in dream. When you wake up, hunger goes. Just by waking up to the waker's identity through knowledge. Understand? So when problem is notional, solution will be knowledge. If problem is real, solution cannot be knowledge. So here the separation is not a real separation, because if there is a Bhagavan and if he has to be eternal, he cannot be away from me. Understand? He cannot be away from me. If he is away from me, then he is separated from me by one demarcation. What is the demarcation? What separates me and God? Is it space? If it is space, then God also is limited by space. Ishvara will be limited by space. As I am limited by space 5 feet 6 inches, he is also limited by space, maybe 5,000 feet to 600 inches. If the demarcation is time-wise, then also he is subject to death. As I am subject to death, because I am demarcated past, present, future. So if he is limited by time-wise, he will be subject to death. As my body is limited by time, so it is subject to death. Arrival, departure. So neither he can be limited with regard to space, nor he can be limited with regard to time. Then these two only is there to separate. Separation means what? Either you are separated time-wise or you are separated space-wise. Vedanta says one more is there, notion-wise. So, kanta abharanam yatha. Having necklace on your own neck, you feel like separated from that necklace. That feeling is notional. Therefore, only the solution will be knowledge. Now you understand? All other religious texts, philosophers agree that this separation is real. That is why they are not able to give solution. Whatever solution they give happen to be a futile one. Understood? Yoga Siddhanti gives, you become Nirvikalpa Samadhivan, you put off your mind. That is the solution. Nirvikalpa Samadhi means what? You put off your mind. To put off my mind, I can have coma, or I can have some aushadhis, drugs, or I can sleep like Kumbhakarna. I want the mind to be active, at the same time feel happy. You are telling me to sit in meditation, close my eyes, and after Samadhi, after 21 days I will die. What solution it is? In Yoga Samadhi, this fellow will die after 21 days of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Because he cannot eat. To eat also individuality required. His individuality is lost. So he has shut himself in the caves. So he has to die. If all jnanis die, what will happen? Please tell. Very funny solution, this Yoga Wala. But he is famous now. Everywhere this Yoga Wala is famous. Very funny solution. In maintaining mind and body, whatever he says is acceptable. Yoga, Abhyasa is acceptable. But Yoga Shastra, philosophy is not acceptable. Yogaha pratyuktaha. Vyasacharya writes in Brahma Sutra. Put it in garbage. Yetena yogaha pratyuktaha. Useless solution he is giving. What solution he gives? Shut your mind, sit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, die within 21 days. To die within 20 days, all sadhanas I have to do. I want to be a Mukta Purushaha, Jivan Muktaha. I should enjoy the fruit of my tapasya. Another, these Dvaiti Vedantins, Ramanujacharya and other philosophers say, you have to die here, then only you will get moksha. What is the guarantee I will get? What is the intensity I will get? Because there are varieties of mokshas. 5 types of mokshas. Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya, Sarshti, like that 5 types. Which variety? Those things I cannot guarantee. That will be decided by Bhagavan. Sayujya is the last one, being one with him as his instrument. But you can never be God. This is the solution. Because for them, separation is a reality. You are different. Maybe part, but still different. You are Vishishtaha, like a leaf, like a branch of a tree. That's the example they give. Then you go to Madhvacharya, he says, nothing doing, not part, nothing doing. You are always dasaha. You are idiot, you are a samsari, you are a krodhi, kami. How can you be the part of the Lord? It's ananta kalyana gunanilayaha. Understood? You are gutter water only always. But you can be near the Lord and purify yourself and be the dasa. Gutter water only, Ganga only. How can Ganga become gutter water or gutter water become Ganga? That is his argument. So you are separate. So that solution also is not acceptable. And that too after death only. These are all posthumous business. All philosophers talk about posthumous business. Only one philosopher talks about here and now is Advaita Vedanta. All are posthumous valas. Because you cannot go and verify. That's some take their own logical conclusion as pramanam, some take Shastra Vakyas as pramanam. Like Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya takes Shastra Vakya. We also accept that. There is a possibility of going to some loka, living with the Godhead there, but that cannot be accepted as moksha. There also you will have trouble. When you are going to massage the Bhagavan's feet, Lakshmi Devi will come and ask for, or Prahlada Swami will come. So they will have preference because they are superior than you in their devotion. Therefore, Bhagavan will tell, please vacate the place. So that time you will have a lot of agony. And you find that whether this Lord is gracious one or not, just because Lakshmi has come. This Lakshmi, why Lakshmi came now? You will think. She is always doing the same job, kalpa after kalpa, pralaya after pralaya. Now I have come just now to Vaikunta. I am engaged in Bhagavad Seva, Pada Seva. Suddenly this mother has come. I cannot get anger also because she is mother. Divine mother. But I will have Amma, Niye Vandi Enakettu Puttiye. Like that, or idea or this idea will come. This is what Shankaracharya says. Arey, this also is samsara only. This also is samsara only. When you miss anything, that's called samsara. Not only missing the miss is samsara. Understood? A bachelor miss the miss. Then he adds one miss as missus. Then also he miss child. Then he adds one child and become father. So he not only missing things, this also is a miss. Any miss is samsara. Understood? Here the Vritrasura says, I am missing you, my Lord. Bhagavan says, you cannot miss me. I am sarvagataha. Because I am eternal means I have to be sarvagataha, antaryami. In English they will say immanent and transcendental. Do you understand anything? That's called English translation. Sarvagataha means sarvam gataha. Understood? Antaryami, antaha tishtasi. Yamayati, Antarya. Understood na? This is Sanskrit beauty. Transcendental. Dental. Transcendental. Immanent. What do you understand? That's what English. But we don't have any other language to convey. So, how can you miss me? That's what I am wondering, Bhagavan. All the time I am missing you only. I feel like I am missing. Feeling. So I should get rid of this feeling. How you miss? What are the types of missing? When Bhagavan asks, he says, Ajata paksha iva matharam kagha stanyam yatha vatsatara kshudharta priyam priyeva yushitam vishanna manoravindaksha didrikshate tva. I am waiting to join you like a small fledged bird waiting to join its mother, a calf waiting to join its mother, and a chaste wife waiting to join her husband. So he gives 3 examples, beautiful example. One of the best prayer I have come across in the spiritual prayers. This is one of the best prayer. He gives 3 types of waiting. Ajada paksha iva matharam kagha. The small birds for whom the wings have not yet grown to fly. 2-3 days after birth, like that they will be. But mother bird has gone to fetch the food for the children. Okay, she has gone. So before her coming, the small birds will be waiting. 2 reasons. One is insecurity, another is hunger. Any other bird may come and attack us, or snake can come and attack us. So insecurity feeling, fear. Then hunger also. So that birds, small birds waiting for its mother. Why they are not able to join the mother? They could have flown. They could have flew. No, they don't have wings to fly. So it is incapacity. Due to my incapacity, I feel like I am not with you. Ashaktaha aham. Adhyatmika jivane ashaktaha aham. Like a small bird which doesn't have wings to fly, which is ashaktaha to fly, I am also ashaktaha to gain this knowledge. Even after knowing what is the problem and what is the solution in satsanga, still I am ashakta. Therefore, I am not able to gain spiritual knowledge. Therefore, I feel always I am separated from you. Then second example he gives, Tanyam yatha vatsatara kshudhartha. Like a calf waiting to get the mother so that it can drink milk, mother's milk. So you could have imagined, mother is there, cow is there, and she is visible also, and this calf also. Mother also will be ba, calf also will be meh. Both are there, but both are separated. Why they are separated? Both are bound by one third fellow, selfish fellow, who claims I am the owner of the cow and calf. Similarly, I am also bound, my dear. I am bound by the selfish fellows who are around me, who claim themselves, I am your father, I am your mother, I am your husband, I am your wife. They have tied me with their selfish bondage. Why? The calf could have simply broken away from the rope and gone to the mother. No, what to do? I don't have enough strength to get rid of this bondage because I am bound. In reality, whose son I am? Whose daughter I am? Who can be my father in reality? Please tell. Who can be our father? Nobody can be our father. But always human mind thinks, this is my father, this is my mother, this is my wife, this is my husband, this is my child, this is my house. Nothing belongs to us. It's all notional. Adhyaropitam. Others' opinion put in our mind. No child goes and says to anyone, Mummy, like that. Mummy comes and says to child, I am your mummy. That is for Vyavahara, it is okay. For the survival of the physical body, it is okay. But the child can never think that in reality she is my mummy. That is why once death happens, that Shishu Gita, I told you, na? Same Vritrasura, only 2 Janmas before a Raja. Sanat Kumara and Narada Rishi came to bless him. He wanted a child. So the child was born. The child was killed by other wives. He lost his child. So when he was crying, the child asked, which mother is crying? Which father is crying? So he got into devotional mode, initiated by the child. Then he got lot of tapasya and other thing. Then about to get Vairagyan, that time the flight and the musical troupe was given. So this is 3rd Janma for this Vritrasura. Now he says, whose child I am, whose father I am? Koham kuta ayataha kame janani kome tataha. We never ask this question. It is all taken for granted. Our physical identity is so real for us. Even in dream, who are you? Sleep also, I am so and so. Whatever data we give in the form of biodata, all are because of bhaya. English biodata is nothing but Sanskrit bhaya data. Bio means body only, na? Biodata itself means what? Data about body. The spiritual seeker is so clear. Now he has got the Samaadhaanam. Please understand, I am talking about a spiritual seeker who really got Samaadhaanam. Chitta Ekagrata. Now nothing can disturb him. No relationship can disturb him. But still, I am in bondage because even though I have the capacity to unite with you, still I am bound by my own karma. Suddenly I cannot jump, na? No, you can jump, you take sannyas. No, I can take external sannyas, internal sannyas. Internal sannyas. Internal maturity. Therefore, all the while I am waiting and waiting, calling your name, Ma, Ma, like calf calls. I also waiting. Then 3rd example he gives is, beautiful example, Priyam Priyeva Vishitam Vishanna. Imagine an husband has gone far off place, wife is waiting here to join with her husband. Why she could have gone? As in the previous cases, she doesn't have any deformity. She can walk. She is not bound by anyone because her beloved only she is going towards. She is going towards her beloved only. Nobody is going to stop her. What makes her to wait in the house? Why she should wait? If you ask, what is the answer Vritrasura gives, you know? She can go. But where to go? She doesn't know where her husband is. First example, small birds cannot go. Second example, like calf, bound by the karma niyati. Third example, bound by ignorance. How to get you? If you go and ask one person, one Babaji says one thing, na? All Babajis confuse me. Some say sit in erect, some say stand one leg, some say hold your breath, some say Guru Seva, some say go and do Daridra Narayana Seva, some say tell the Lord's Nama Japa. Which Babaji I have to depend upon? Because of lack of satsanga. All the while I am waiting. Because without satsanga, you don't know where to go, how to go. Understood? Somebody must guide that wife about the location of the husband and about the path towards the destination. Similarly, here also, I have not got so far, my Gurudev. Therefore, neither I know your actual location. Everything is hearsay only. Sarvagataha means what? When you open, you should be available. You are not available. When I open my eyes, you should be available. But you are not available for my eyes. Because I am ignorant, I am blind. I need someone to open my eye. Ajnana timirandasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshuhu unmilitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Aneka janma samprapta karma bandha vidhayine atmajnana pradhanena tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Akanta mandalakaram vyaptum yena characharam tatpadam darshitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. These three shlokas can be connected to these three examples. Ajnana timirandasya can be connected with priyam priyeva. Because of ignorance I am separated. Aneka janma samprapta karma bandha vidayine can be connected with this calf. It is in bondage of karma niyati. Akhanda mandalakaram vyaptam yena characharam. So vast the sky, but still I am not able to fly. Tatpadam darshitam yena. That's why in eagle family, eagles generally put their eggs very top of the mountain, it seems. After some days, the mother eagle will kick off the child eagle. The first drop of this child is there now, very tremendous attempt with lot of anxiety and fear. The child refused to fly, but mother is not allowing child to be in the nest. So she kicks off. That fellow has to fly like this from peak of the mountain. Before falling on the ground, it should start flying. Otherwise it will fall. Like that, if I get one Gurudev who can kick off me from my samsara, from my samsaric thoughts, from my samsaric duties and responsibilities. In the name of duties and responsibilities, I am bound and others are using me for their selfishness. One Gurudev is necessary to kick me off. Get away, what father, what mother, what wife. I have not yet got him. Therefore only I feel as though I am bounded. Nobody binds me. I can get away, but still I cannot get away. See how much difficult to get away from the physical relatives and physical responsibilities. So that's why Shastra says, wait. As long as you don't get that courage, or as long as you don't get somebody to push you off, wait. So here says, Virahaya Kankshe, I am waiting, my Lord. All the while I am waiting. Sometime because of my inefficiency, I could not make. Sometime because of karma niyati, lot of things I have debt towards some other jivas, so I am bound. Sometimes because of ignorance about how to get you. But now I got all these things. Now enough of all this. This is called Samaadhaana Chittam. Understood? Whatever duty I will do because of my bondage, it is meant for getting away from that duty. Why you do duty? The spiritual seeker says, to get away from the duty. To get away from the duty, I am performing the duty. To get away from the relationship, I am very loving towards all relationships. Not hatred. I give such a love to all, they should say, enough, appa, enough. We don't need you. Like that I love, without attachment. Because all quota is over, getting over. It should be exhausted. Because every relationship is karma niyati. Karma niyati means what? Either you have to give or you have to receive. When they give, you say enough. Hand over to others. When they want, you give more. Get away from the karma bandha. That's why spiritual seeker should be a loving person. He cannot be hating person and get out of the family surroundings. He should be very loving. The very family should get satisfied. Appa, enough. This will is a problem for us. You go. They have to release us. Enough. So I am waiting, oh my Lord. All my life is like this. Whether you make me free or not, whether you give me a Gurudev who can give me this knowledge or not, at least give me satsanga, wherein I can keep this mind constantly in this pursuit. Whether my mind is prepared to gain that knowledge or not, whether I am qualified enough to gain this knowledge or not, but I should be always in that pursuit. Mamottama shloka guneshu sakyam samsara chakre brahmatasva karmabhihi tvanmayaya atmaja darageheshu asakta chittasya nanata bhuya. He says, let me get away from these emotional attachments. Final request. First request is what? Remove my ignorance. Second request is, for that give me knowledge. Third request is, for that give me Gurudev. Fourth request is, for that make my mind always attached to you. Mama uttama shloka guneshu sakyam. There are two meanings for uttama shlokaha. Uttama shlokaha means God, Bhagavan, for whom all uttama shlokas are available. All praises. Uttama shloka means all praises. All praises belong to whom? Bhagavan only, Ishvara only. Ananta kalyana guna nilayaha, therefore uttama shloka. Here he says, uttama shloka janeshu. Who are they? Uttama shloka janaha, who are they? Janaha means people. Uttama shloka janaha means sadhus. They belong to uttama shlokaha. They don't belong to any individuals. They belong to Bhagavan. So, janeshu sakyam. Darageheshu asakyam. I should be away from attachment towards the physical relatives. He doesn't ask, I should be away from relatives physically. I should be away from attachment towards the physical relatives. Atmaja dara geheshu asakta chittasya nanata bhuyat. People who are around us physically connected, generally they can live their life according to their understanding. What is their understanding? Deha alone is Atma, therefore Deha Poshanam is Atma Poshanam, therefore eat and have merriment. They can never understand my goal of life, nor they can help me. All the time, even if they talk 10 hours with me, what they will talk? They will talk about masala dosa and masala vada. You can see that. In train travel, you cannot do anything. So I used to sit on the side upper and I will watch what they talk. Only eatables or some entertainment, nothing else. Alright, whole day they talk. At least evening 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, they can keep quiet and do Nama Sankirtana. And And when I tell to our children to sing Nama Sankirtana during the travel, pilgrimage, so they are not stopping their Nama Sankirtana. What is their Nama Sankirtana? Tomato soup, masala vadai, this only. Train is the best example to know the quality of the people. Not AC second class. Sleeper class you have to travel. Okay. In AC second class, they are all sophisticated samsaris. They have a lot of problems, but they cannot express. But here, the sleeper class walas will express their problem. When you nod your head, Swamiji, Ningle Sollungo, he will tell his problem if you nod your head. Because he is waiting somebody to hear his problems. Since nobody is there, he hangs himself with either entertainment or any other thing. So, asakta chittasya na nata bhuya. Bhagavan, I don't want to be attached. Even though I have to associate with everyone, I don't want emotional attachment towards them. So, remove me from dushta sangha. Give me sadhu sangha. If possible, give me guru kripa. If possible, give me shastra kripa. If possible, give me atma jnanam. Because I am waiting for you. Are I am ready to give all those things. You are not qualified. If possible, that also you give. You give me qualification. Samadhi, Shatka, Sampatti also you have to give. Because you are Ananta Kalyana Guna Nilaya. You have a lot of things. All these things, whatever is required for spiritual journey, you have a lot. What is the problem for you to hand over something little to me? No, it cannot be given. You have to take it. Okay. Give me the urge to take from you. Understand? It's there. You can take it. Okay, give me the urge to take. This is the beautiful prayer. This is the sign of Samaadhaanam. The mind is always towards this spiritual pursuit. In same Bhagavatam, Bhagavan Narada talks about the another devotee, Prahlada Swami. Vasudeve Bhagavati Yasya Naisargiki Ratihi Krishna Graha Grihitatma Naveda Jagadi Drisham. He is not aware of the presence of the world at all. He says, Prahlada Swami, as a child, was not aware of presence of his palace. He is not aware of that I am Hiranyakashipu's son, Rajakumaraha. Because he was possessed by a bhuta. Eko bhutaha mahad bhutaha. What bhuta? Vishnuhu. Krishna graha grihitatma. Like a possessed person by ghost. He is not aware of his individuality. Similarly, Prahlada Swami also was possessed by this ghost. Anything he sees, Krishna Smaranam happens. Krishna Smaranam means Vishnu Smaranam happens. Vasudeve Bhagavat. How he got this much love? Naisargiki Ratihi. No explanation, but very natural from the birth. Why? Because of satsanga. When the child was in the mother's womb, when Prahlada Swami was in the mother's womb, Kayathu mother's womb, that time satsanga. Narada Bhagavan is a research person. He tried his satsanga with a robber. That fellow became Valmiki. Then he tried his satsanga with 5-year-old Rajakumara, Dhruva. That also manageable successfully. Okay. So he thought, let me try from the mother's womb itself. Very successful. That robber to become Valmiki, it took yugas. And Dhruva Swami, Abhimani. Rajakumara Abhimani. So little only successful. But Prahlada Swami, even though he is the child of a Rakshasa, still, if satsanga, if a jiva gets, when it is in the womb, that's why in our culture, when mothers are pregnant, they should not see or hear any other things. All unwanted sounds, Why now children are restless? Because mother was restless. All the time seeing cinemas and shootings and duets, what child will come? The child also will be attracted to shooting and duets and violence. Here Prahlada Swami, Naisargiki Ratihi. Happiness born out of being with the Ishvara Smaran. Asinaha paryatan ashnan shayanaha prapiban ruvan nanu sandhatte yetani govinda parirambitaha. As though he is possessed by a ghost, he is not aware of what he does, where he sits, what he eats, or he is always aware of the Lord while sitting, eating, asinaha, paryatan, ashnan, shayanaha, while sleeping, prapiban, even drinking. Innada kudikire? When Hiranyakashipu asks, what you are drinking? Krishna rasam. Krishna rasam? Somapanam I can hear, or Surapanam I can hear. You are telling Krishna rasam. Where you are sitting with Krishna. Which Krishna? Krishna means not this Vasudeva Krishna. Krishna means Blackwala. Which Blackwala? Because in his mind that Megha Shyamala Murti, Vishnu is there always in Prahlada's heart. So he is talking in the Sanketa Bhasha. So Hiranyakashipu used to think something this child is prattling. Arey, jao, jao. Because he is busy with beating others. He is busy in beating others. So he could not understand. Nanu sandatte. Another example given in the same Bhagavatam for this Samaadhana Chittam, Gopikas. Whether they feed their children, whether they serve their husband, whether they go for their day-to-day duties, always their mind is what? Connected with Krishna. Any time call comes in the form of flute sound, they will go halfway doing. If mother is feeding the child, she will drop the child and go away. Serving the husband, she will go away from service towards the husband. Get away, that's all. Once the call comes. Because all the time mind is with Krishna. Even though they are in the society, with all the family responsibilities and relationship with other human beings, but still they belong to Vasudeva. That's why when Krishna calls them by flute, when they ran, Hare, midnight, why you came? You called. Hare, what will happen to family, social life? We don't bother about all this. Na kalu gopika nandano bhavan akila dehinam antaratma drika. How can we withstand your call? No, your husbands will be missing. That is your problem. So what to do now? Krishna became wife of all husbands of Gopikas. Krishna became Gopikas. Because they should not search, na? By his Maya Shakti, Yoga Shakti, he became all Gopikas. It is nothing for him. Because he has already become all cows, calves, when Brahmaji stolen. What is the question of becoming? He is always that. Vishwam Vishnu. So nothing for him. So in their home, Gopas are feeling, experiencing with them Gopikas. Here Gopis are experiencing Krishna with them. So both there also, here also. Enjoyed whom? Bhagavan. Bhagavan Satsanga. Here Gopikas enjoyed Bhagavan Satsanga. There Gopas also enjoyed Bhagavan Satsanga in the form of their own wife. Understood? So this is the mind which is disconnected emotionally from all other pursuits, from all other relationships, from all our responsibilities, in spite of doing all these things. How is it possible? Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna gives beautiful example. Like a fellow who gets tooth pain. He is detached from all pursuits and attached only to his pain. In spite of doing all pursuits. One part of the mind will be what? Our main portion of the mind will be what? I have toothache, I have toothache, I have toothache. Another example Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna gives is a mother who got newborn child, first delivery. 90% of her thought process will be towards what? The child only. If it is second child also, no problem, because she managed it. This is not second child birth, first child. How it will be? She may be doing all responsibilities in the family. She may be associating with all family members. But still, her mind will be with one individual, with one form, with one sound. One sound. Wherever mother is there, if the cry of the child comes, she knows that. So that type of mind. Understood? So this is called Samaadhaanam. Samaadhaanam means settled, peaceful, tranquil. Settled from what? Settled from disturbances. Settled from the question, what may be my goal of life? It's all settled. What is the way for that destination? Settled. Who will accompany me? Settled. Gurudev. Who is going to come with me? Knowledge. Who is going to arrange for all these things? Bhagavan. When he will do, that is his problem. How he will do, that is his problem. Because he has given the promise. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. Once you are settled with Samaadhaanam, then it is my duty to take you towards a Gurudev who can bless you with knowledge. Teshameva anukam partham aham ajnanajam tamaha nashayami atma bhavasto jnana deepena bhasvata. Bhagavan, even if you take me to another Guru, if I don't understand what he says, because of my immaturity, because of my unpreparedness, if I don't understand what he says, if I don't understand the Shastra, Tatparya, don't worry. From inside also I will teach you. I am not only manifesting as external Gurudev, I am your Antaryami. Being Antaryami, I can manifest as your inner Guru also. So why I need an external Guru? No. When external Guru comes only, inner Guru will manifest. When externally you beget a child only, your motherhood is awakened inner. Inner motherhood is awakened when you become externally mother. Very few souls, like Mother Sarada Devi, can awaken their inner motherhood without becoming externally mother. Those very few souls don't require external Guru, but majority requires external Guru. So I manifest as your Gurudev externally. Not only that, internally also I will manifest as your Gurudev. And tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam. Buddhi yogam aham dadami. Don't worry. Yena mam upayan. Tesham eva anukam partham. For them only I will bless you. Why can't others? No, they don't want. You want. Tesham eva anukam partham aham ajnanajam tamaha nashayami. Tamaha, ajnanajam tamaha, nashayami. I remove all their ignorance. Jnana deepena. By igniting this tattvamasi jnanam in their heart. Bhasvata. You remove their ignorance by lighting the lamp of knowledge. This assurance is there. Suppose if I die, Bhagavan. Nahi kalyana krit kachchiti durgadim tada gachchiti. Don't worry. You will start where you ended. In the next body. If I am not qualified enough for that, apiche suduracharo bhajate mam ananyabhag sadureva samantavyaha samyak vyavasito hi saha kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashvaschantim nigacchati kaunteya pradijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. Once you declare that you want me, it is my responsibility to prepare yourself, to give nice punches and injections and medicines and tonics, what are necessary, and I will take you down. What more assurance we need? This assurance, this fellow got. That's why he is Samaadhaani. He is quiet. Yes, he is complete. Bhagavan cannot tell lie. If Bhagavan tells lie, what to do? So Bhagavan cannot tell lie. That means what? Shastra cannot tell lie. That is why Shraddha leads to Samadhana. Shastra cannot tell lie. Simple. Trikala Satyam, Shastra Vakyam. Satyameva Jayate means Satyameva Jayate. Even though our perception shows it is opposite side also, no, Jayate. Satyameva Jayate. Na Anrutam. Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. So these are Shastra Vakyam. This seeker has great faith in the knowledge about the Shastra Vakyam. Therefore, his mind is settled. He doesn't have any doubt with regard to what can be the goal, whether Artha or Kama or Dharma or Moksha. He knows Moksha is the goal. He doesn't have any doubt with regard to sadhanas. For which stage I should do what type of sadhana. He doesn't have any doubt. He doesn't have any doubt towards the what is Nityam and Anityam. So he has crossed so many stages and he is at the door of the moksha. Nachiketas was told by Yamadharmaraja, you are at the door of the moksha. Because once you get this jignasa, that mumukshutvam, if that mumukshutvam is complete one, tivira mumukshutvam, then you are knowledgeable. You are going to be a knowledgeable person. So, this is called Samadhi Shatka Sampattihi. Now you understand where you are. Need not tell others. Start think and sort out. Sometimes I appear to be there, sometimes I appear to be here. Sometimes our mind will think that we have become very spiritual. Sometimes our mind will tell, you are so asuric fellow, idiot, like that. So you have to give optimistic chances. Without judging, you should know where you are. And there is always a helping hand from sadhus and from Bhagavan. So this is the way. Stages are given, roadmap is given, where you are is shown. Now you have to proceed. Destination also is given. It is not a destination, but it is considered as destination. Gaining knowledge is not a destination. So it is considered as destination because you consider you are away from the destination. Therefore, it is kept as destination. That's all. So next qualification for the spiritual seeker, the last qualification required for the spiritual seeker is mumukshutva. Even after having this much maturity also, there is a possibility of falling back. So therefore, Shastra says you should have tivra mumukshutva. Moktum icha mumuksha. About that we will see in the next. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanam.
ಕಾಮವು ಸುಳಿಯದೋ ಬೀಜ ಕಾರಣ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಪುಣ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಹುಟ್ಟಿ ಮೈವರೆದಾತ್ಮಗಾಲಿನ ಬಲಯ ತಪ್ಪದೆ ಹುರುವುದು ಕಟ್ಟು ಮೀರಿಹ ನಾವನಿರುವನು ಕಟ್ಟು ಕಟ್ಟನೆ ಇರುವುದು ಎಂದು ಪಂಡಿತರೆಂಬರೋ ಮೇನ್ ತತ್ವದರ್ಶಿಗಳೆಂಬರೋ ಎಂದು ಪಂಡಿತರೆಂಬರೋ ಮೇನ್ ತತ್ವದರ್ಶಿಗಳೆಂಬರೋ ಆಡುಡೇನಂತಾತ್ಮವೆಂಬುದು ನಾಮರೂಪತೀತವೋ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಬಂಧಗಳೆಲ್ಲದಾತ್ಮವು ಸರ್ವನಿಯಮಾತೀತವೋ ತತ್ವಮಸಿ ಎಂದರಿತು ಸಾಧುವೆ ಹಾಡು ಚಾಗಿಯ ಹಾಡನು ಹಾಡಿನಿಂದ ಧರಿಸುವಲಗಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ತಾಯ್ನಾಡನು ಸಾರು ಸಿದ್ಧನೆ ವಿಶ್ವವರಿಯಲಿ ಹಾಡು ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿ ಸಾರು ಸಿದ್ಧನೆ ವಿಶ್ವವರಿಯಲಿ ಹಾಡು ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿ. ಓಂ ತತ್ಸತ್ ಓಂ ತತ್ಸತ್ ಶಾಂತಿ ಸರ್ವರಿಗಿರಲಿ ಉಲಿಗೆ ಜೀವ ಜಂತುಗಳಾರಿಗೆ ಹಿಂಸೆಯಾಗದೆ ಇರಲಿ ಎನ್ನಿಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಸೊಗದಲಿ ಬಾಳುಗೆ ಮಾನುಲಾಡುವ ನೆಲೆದೊಳೋಡುವ ಸರ್ವರಾತ್ಮನು ನಾನವೇ ನಾಗಡರ ಕದಲಾಸೆ ಭಯಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮನದಿಂದೂಡುವೆ ದೇಹ ಬಾಲಲಿ ಬೀಳಲಿ ಅದು ಕರ್ಮನಲ್ಲಿ ತೇಲಲಿ ದೇಹ ಬಾಲಲಿ ಬೀಳಲಿ ಅದು ಕರ್ಮ ನದಿಯಲಿ ತೇಲಲಿ ಕೆರರು ಹಾರಗಳಿಂದ ಸಿಂಗರಿಸದನು ಪೂಜಿಸಿ ಬಾಗಲಿ ಕೆಲರು ಕಾಳಿಂದೊದೆದು ನೂಕಲಿ ಗುಡಿಯು ಗುಡಿಯುಳಿ ಹೋಗಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನಿರಲಾರು ಹೊಗಲು ಬರಾರು ಹೊಗಳಿಸಿ ಕೊಂಬರು ನಿನ್ನೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡಲು ಯಾರು ನಲಿದು ಆತ್ಮದೊಲಿದು ಕಡೆಯಲು ಹೋಗೆನೈ ಏಳು ಮೇಲೆ ನೇನು ಸಾಧುವೆ ಹಾಡು ಚಾಗಿಯ ಹಾಡನು ಹಾಡಿನಿಂದೆ ಚರಿಸು ಮಲಗಿದ ನಮ್ಮೈ ತಾಯ್ನಾಡನು ತತ್ವಮಸಿ ಎಂದರಿತು ಹಾಡೈ ಧೀರ ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿ ತತ್ವಮಸಿ ಎಂದರಿತು ಹಾಡೈ ಧೀರ ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿ ಓಂ ತತ್ಸತ್ ಓಂ